Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. Well, I've got some great news, and that is this, that Obama is in a straight up panic. So much so that he is literally on his knees begging, and I mean begging, people like Jay-Z to, well, not meet and talk to the President of the United States of America because Jay-Z, that is very, very bad, and you'll hurt my feelings. Yeah. That's Obama, and that's what he's doing, and I'm going to prove it to you here in a moment. But not only is he panicking about that, but he's panicking over the fact that all his dirt is starting to come up, and the fact that he's been wiretapping President Donald Trump even before Trump's campaign began is also starting to come out. Something the mainstream media joked and said, Trump doesn't know what he's talking about, but as always, fake media always comes out in the open, and all things are starting to get exposed. Well, first, let's start with the fact that Obama is trying to talk Jay-Z out of meeting with Trump. Check out this tweet that went up on Josh Cornett's Twitter page that stated sources are confirming that former President Barack Obama has called Jay-Z several times over the past month, pleading with Jay-Z to discourage fellow hip-hop artists from meeting with President Trump. Now, the story is developing. See? This is getting weird. Why is Obama all of a sudden stepping in to help his fellow brother, if you will? Well, supposedly because Kanye West came out in support of Trump, and it's sending everyone into a panic. Well, nobody's really being sent into a panic. Kanye West is actually supporting Trump because Trump is a good guy trying to get rid of communism, trying to get rid of all the swamp people like you, Mr. Obama. And black people don't just stand with someone because they're black. They stand with somebody because they believe what they say. Same with all colors, races, and creeds. And God forbid, Mr. Obama, if Jay-Z decides to support Trump as well, or starts exposing the corruption that is happening at your Obama administration, because God forbid a black guy doesn't like another black guy. I mean, white people could not like other white people like I hate the hell out of Hillary Clinton. It's not because of the color of her skin. I don't like Obama either, and it's not because of the color of his skin. It's because they're communist, in bed with Islam, and they do not care about America. We wouldn't want more patriots rising now, would we, Obama? Let's not forget the fact that you bowed your head to Saudi Arabia, right? Give the allegiance of America away. Why don't you? That's exactly, you went on an apology tour when you were President Obama. Instead of build America up, you tore her down. Instead of build America financially, you took her money and spread it in other countries to bring us to a poorer level. That is why people are upset. That is why people like Kanye West are not believing the lies that you're putting out anymore. But that's not the only reason Obama is panicking. Oh no. The fact that his organization wiretapped President Trump is starting to come out. All the evidence is out in the open. So let's ask this. What do we know? Right? Let's start there. So what do we know about the Trump campaign being wiretapped by Obama? Well, we know that the Obama administration sought to get a FISA warrant. They did get a FISA warrant. And it was executed by the Obama administration to spy on the Trump campaign. Now, what was their reasoning to get this FISA warrant? Well, they used a fake dossier put out by none other or constructed by Christopher Steele, who was given inside information from Obama and his construction. That came out in the FISA memo leak, right? But the whole memo, the whole Christopher Steele dossier was fake. Not only did Christopher Steele put it together, but he was paid to put it together by Fusion GPS. Fusion GPS paid him to do that. Oh, let's not forget one little piece of the puzzle. Hillary Clinton paid Fusion GPS, who then paid Christopher Steele to conduct the fake dossier to frame Trump and his organization on a false narrative. Completely boistered, completely fake. And that was why the Obama administration, who in a way paid for it and gave the information to Christopher Steele, that is how they obtained this FISA warrant. No, let's not forget we have actual evidence for the wiretapping. Remember Lisa Page and Peter Strzok? Yeah, they sent text messages in between each other. Let me read one of the text messages so I get this right. Obama and the White House want daily updates and need to know everything that is going on. Speaking of the Trump campaign and the election, they want to know everything that's going on. We have to keep the Obama administration in the loop. There's your wiretapping. Many, many others. Leakers have now been revealed. The leaker of President Trump's administration has been leaked, and there are others coming out as well. But Donald Trump even sent out a tweet on the 20th of this month. Here's what he had to say in response to all of it. He said, and I quote, "I demand and will do so officially tomorrow that the Department of Justice look into whether or not the FBI and DOJ infiltrated or surveyed the Trump campaign for political purposes," which they did. "And if any such demands or requests were made by people within the Obama administration." He said, get the information and discover the facts now. And he is basically saying and demanding them to do so. And I say amen to that. I demand the same as the people of the United States of America. Let's get down to the bottom of it. Not only that, but other swamp people are starting to be exposed, such as, well, John Brennan, who turns out to be part of the mastermind of it. In another tweet put out by President Trump, he revealed a quote. Now, the quote is from Dan Bongino, a former agent of the Secret Service, also a conservative commenter. But here's what he had to say. And it's a bit of a long tweet, but I'm going to read it. He states, "John Brennan is panicking." This is a quote again from Dan Bongino. "John Brennan is panicking. He has disgraced himself. He has disgraced the country. He has disgraced the entire intelligence community. He is the one man who is largely responsible for the destruction of America's faith in the intelligence community and in some people at the top of the FBI. Brennan started with this entire debacle about President Trump. We now know that Brennan had detailed knowledge of the phony dossier, the one that I just talked about. He knows about the dossier. He denies knowledge of it, but he briefs the Gang of Eight on the Hill about the dossier itself. There's your proof he knew about the dossier, which they then used to start an investigation about Trump. After the fake dossier, which they knew was fake. It is that simple. This guy, John Brennan, is the genius of this whole debacle. This is a political hit job. Amen. It was not an intelligence committee investigation. Brennan has disgraced himself. He is worried about staying out of jail. That's all it's about. He doesn't want to go to jail. So he's pulling stuff out his keister in order to stay out of jail. That's what he's doing. He's covering his tracks. He's standing up. And if you go on his Twitter page, you might find a cool, crazy, evil little reply back in response because he's scared that the swamp is getting drained. I hope it gets drained. Please continue to pray for the President of the United States of America and even for Black people who are supporting Trump because they're targets. Look at what happened with Kanye West just because he came out in support of President Trump. Look what happened to Diamond and Silk just because they came out in support of President Trump. The liberal left, the progressive left, that doesn't fall into their narrative, so they're pissed. They're mad. Any person of color that comes out for the Trump, they demonize him immediately and attack him. I say pray for them, encourage them to get stronger. Because it crushes the fake narrative and the race wars and the race baiting that the left wants to incite on the American people. Well, something that was spoken out in the Bible, nationality against nationality, it's coming to fruition. But we can stomp the left dead in their tracks because it's not about race, color, or creed. It truly is about where someone lies on their principles, on their political beliefs. Anyhow, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like it and share it on all your social media outlet. It truly is the only way it's going to get shared. And also don't forget to check out my partner at noblegoldinvestments.com. Well, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.